Good morning. Today is Tuesday, May 12th. Most of this morning announcements is directed towards the seniors. Uh, we have quite a few books that are out of the library. Students were asked that you make sure you bring those back. We're going to make a one call. We did a good job calling in, setting up the times for graduation slots. We have 139 roughly filled, and that means we have about 140 some left to go. Right now, we're anticipating 283 graduates, 284 graduates, somewhere in that time spot. As of right now, senior parents, it looks like you're going to get five. You'll be allowed to bring in five people plus a graduate for a total of six. So once again, I need to reiterate, the week before, about 2 weeks before, maybe we're going to start putting out the timeline and stuff. If your time period is, let's say I got you, and you guys will notice there were slightly odd time periods, but let's say you got the 112 time period. Well, we'll want you there maybe 15 minutes before. You'll be at the door at such and such time. That way you'll be right outside the theater 10 minutes prior. That way we go over making sure that you have the name and all that form filled out. We make sure your diploma and all that set up. All that is going to get put out next week, so don't worry about that. You know, once again, and I get it, some of you will want to bring in more people. You have to remember that I do have staff in the building and stuff like that, so that counts for it. And we're trying to limit the number of people in the theater. It looks like there's going to be 3-4 people in there, so that's why we're just going to do 5 plus the graduate. So that'll be a total of 6 people. So once again, it'll be the graduate plus 5 others. Fees next week, Chromebook next week. Make sure, seniors, when you bring your Chromebooks back, they're charged, because we want to make sure they turn on. Fees can be paid, money order, yearbook. If you want to do a money order for a yearbook, you can do that as well. Kind of keep that in mind. Yearbooks should be coming in a little bit later this week. Cap and gowns should be coming in. So make sure, if you know someone who hasn't scheduled their time for graduation, please tell them to make sure they call in. Like I said, we still have a lot of spots available. We're hit and miss throughout the days. I'm allowing you guys to pick your time. I did notice a lot of the school districts in the area were doing it alphabetical, and you were given a time, and that was your time. I didn't want to be that. I wanted to be a little more flexible with you, and allow you guys to kind of pick what would work for you. So kind of keep that going. Students, just because the seniors are done doesn't mean you're done. I actually had someone reach out to me over the weekend saying, "So we're done?" I heard we're done. No. If you're a senior and you're on track, you're done. I have seniors that are still working so that they can graduate. Underclassmen, your work counts. If you've done little to no work and you had an A third quarter and you've done little to nothing during this time, you haven't earned an A. Same thing with a B. If you had a B or a C or a D and you've done little to no work, why should we give you that grade back? You earn your grades. So kind of keep that in mind. This all counts towards the next year. We are being lenient with it, but it doesn't mean it's a free ride. Because it was just going to be that, why would we set up all this work for you to do? So just kind of keep that in mind. Let's make sure we're getting our work in. We're reaching out to our teachers. And by the way, if you receive an email from a Google Classroom that says "do not reply," and you email and try to respond to the teacher using that, they will not get it. I've had a lot of people saying they've been emailing their teachers, responding to those things, and when they forward it to me, it says "do not reply" for a reason. It means it doesn't go to the teacher. So you'd actually have to reach out to the teacher through a different email saying, "Hey, Mr. So-and-so, I'm struggling with this. I'm not understanding. I'm not seeing it, whatever." So kind of keep that in mind. If you guys have any questions, just so you know, the secretaries are back in the building now. The principals are back in the building now, so if you have questions, you can stop down. Once again, you won't be allowed in. You're not going to be allowed in to clean out your locker until told to do so. If you need something out of your locker, we'll go down, we'll empty it, put it into a garbage bag, and bring it down. So, just bear with us for right now. We're going to get you an opportunity to get in and clean that stuff out, but it'll be most likely the week of Memorial Day. So just kind of bear with us. You guys have a good rest of the week, good day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.